What's up, fellas, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are not just talking about riding, we are talking about surviving. We all love the rush, the freedom, the wind in our faces, that unbeatable feeling only a motorcycle can give us. But let's be brutally honest for a moment. Motorcycling is inherently dangerous, and sadly, too many riders make crucial, often fatal mistakes that cut their journeys and their lives short. This isn't about spreading fear, it is about empowering you. This is about arming you with the knowledge you need to identify and never make the mistake that turns your joyride into tragedy. My goal here today is simple: to help you ride smarter, ride safer, and ensure you make it home after every single ride. So buckle up. Let's dive into the 10 deadly mistakes that get motorcyclists killed on the streets. Alright, let's kick things off with mistake number 1, the practice paradox. You bought a bike, you passed your test, you are riding on the asphalt feeling good. But here's the harsh truth: straight asphalt roads offer limited benefits for emergency scenarios. Think about it. When do most accidents happen? Not when you're cruising perfectly on a straight road, right? Yeah. So many riders get complacent. They stick to what they know in their comfort zone. But what happens when that unexpected patch of gravel appears, or a car cuts you off, or you need to make a sudden U-turn in a tight spot? If your only practice is your daily commute on smooth roads, you're setting yourself up for a failure. You need to actively seek more challenging terrains, diverse conditions. Find an empty parking lot or a dirt road, or even some light off-road terrain like mud or sand if you can, and your bike can handle it. Practice those emergency maneuvers: progressive braking, swerving to avoid obstacles, rapid U-turns. The muscle memory you build in this controlled environment will be your absolute best friend when the unexpected happens on the streets. Don't wait for an emergency to learn how to handle one. Practice, practice, practice. So let's jump to mistake number 2. This is very common and yet so easily preventable: the gear, or the gear gamble. I've seen it with my own eyes, and honestly it makes me very sad and angry. Riders out there in shorts, flip-flops, maybe a t-shirt, thinking they are invincible. Let's be blunt. Shorts and flip-flops are not acceptable riding gear, period. Your skin is not pavement proof, your bones are not asphalt resistant. So when you hit the ground, and statistically most riders will at some point, that asphalt will strip your skin clean off like a potato peeler. We're talking road crashes that can put you in hospitals for weeks, permanently scar you, or worse. Proper gear isn't a suggestion, it is your first line of defense. A DOT approved helmet, gloves, a proper riding jacket with armor, riding pants, and sturdy boots. Invest in yourselves, invest in your life. Don't be a statistic because you wanted to feel the breeze on your shins. Moving on to mistake number 3, panic braking, or the front brake fright. This is classic rookie mistake, mostly done by the beginners, of course, and it can send you flying faster than you can say ouch. When an unexpected obstacle appears, the natural instinct is to grab a handful of that front brake. And what happens? The front wheel locks up, and you are instantly on the ground. Instead, the golden rule of braking is apply a progressive squeeze on both brakes. Yes, both. Your front brakes provides most of your stopping power, they have the strongest bite, but the rear brakes help stabilize the bike and prevent skidding. On wet surfaces, you might even put a slight emphasis on the rear brakes to avoid losing traction on the front. Practice this progressive squeeze, learn to feel your brakes. It is a skill that will save your skin when you need to stop quickly and safely. Smooth, controlled input, not a sudden death grip. Moving on to mistake number 4, and this one is a killer of pride and lives. We call it ego riding. or pushing beyond your skill level. We've all been there, feeling the pressure, your buddies are ripping it. Those who ride in groups mostly, taking turns at insane speeds, and you feel like you need to keep up, or maybe you are just trying to impress someone. This is a recipe for disaster. Your skill level isn't about bragging rights, it's about staying alive, pushing your limits on public roads, where unpredictable traffic and hazards exist is incredibly dangerous. It's not a racetrack, it's the streets. There are no runoff areas. There are no medics on standby. Ride your own bike at your own pace. It's not a competition. Focus on your own comfort zone. If you're feeling pressured, pull over, let them go, or politely explain you're not comfortable riding at their pace. Your life is worth far more than your ego. There is absolutely zero shame in riding within your limits. In fact, it's a sign of smart, mature rider. Alright, let's talk about mistake number 5. Neglecting your ride. That is bike maintenance blunders. Your motorbike is a machine, a complex one, and it needs love and attention. Think of it like this. Would you trust your life to a parachute you haven't checked in a year? I bet not. Riding a poorly maintained bike is a recipe for disaster as well. Critical failures can happen without warning. Are your tires properly inflated and in good condition? Is your chain lubricated and adjusted? Are your brakes feeling spongy? Is your oil fresh? These aren't just nice to-dos, they are must-do. Regularly inspect your bike before every ride, even if it is just quickly a visual check. Familiarize yourself with the basic maintenance. A little proactive care can prevent a catastrophic failure at 60 miles an hour or 100 kilometers per hour. Your bike is your life support on the road. Treat it with respect it deserves. Alright, mistake number 6, the blind spot and tailgating trap. This is about environmental awareness of your surrounding and understanding how other vehicles operate. We've all seen riders glued to the bumper of the car in front or cruising right in another vehicle's blind spot. When you're tailgating, you leave yourself absolutely exposed, no reaction time. If that car slams on its brakes, where do you go? Nowhere? Good. And blind spots? Those are sneaky blind spots. Most drivers don't even know where their blind spots are, let alone actively checking them. You are the rider, you are the responsible one for staying out of those. Maintain a safe following distance, at least a 2 seconds rule, most in adverse conditions, and actively ride out of blind spots if you can't see the driver's face in their mirror, in their side mirror. Probably they can't see you too. Get ahead or fall back. Make yourself visible and give yourself space. Space equals time and time equals survival. Mistake number 7, speed demons and the awareness laps. We all love speed, right? It's part of the thrill, but there is massive difference between a racetrack and a public street. Too many riders treat public roads like their personal playground, ignoring speed limits, road conditions, and the ever-present danger of other distracted drivers. Your speed must always be adjusted to the conditions. Is it raining? Is the road unfamiliar? Is there heavy traffic? Are there blind corners? If you're flying down the road at maximum velocity, your brain simply can't process the information fast enough to react to a sudden hazard. And when you are going too fast, your peripheral vision narrows, making it harder to spot threats. Beware of your surroundings at all times. Actively scan the road ahead, check your mirrors, and anticipate that other drivers might do. The faster you go, the less time you have to react. It is simple physics, and it is a critical factor in countless accidents. Alright, mistake number 8, ignoring road hazards. Potholes, gravels, painted lines, puddles, and metal surfaces. The road isn't always smooth. Predictable ribbons of asphalt. It's a minefield of potential dangers, and they don't care how good of a rider you are. Potholes can swallow a wheel, gravel can send you skidding, painted lines on a wet day are like ice, and don't even get me started on wet metal manhole covers or storm drains. They are incredibly slippery. The key here is proactive scanning. Look ahead, identify these hazards before you are on top of them. Adjust your speed, adjust your line. If you can't avoid it, try to ride over it as perpendicularly as possible, but ideally avoid it entirely. These seemingly small things can have massive consequences. They are not minor inconveniences, they are potential crash sites. Finally, okay, almost there, mistake number 9, the invisible rider. Lack of visibility and failing to plan a escape route. This perhaps is the most fundamental rule of motorcycling. Assume other drivers don't see you, because quite often they actually don't. Or worse, they look right at you and still don't register you. You might be wearing bright gear, but a distracted driver on their phone or just someone not paying attention can still pull out in front of you. So what's your plan? Always, and I mean always, have an escape route planned. Where would you go if that car pulls out? Is there a gap between cars, a shoulder, a clear lane? Yes, have an escape route. And most of the time, drivers actually focus on, they actually look at big cars, big subjects that take space, like cars or trucks. They don't register motorbikes. Even if you wear brighter gear, they might even see you and still ignore you. So yeah, that's how dangerous it can be. Don't just ride in a straight line hoping for the best. Actively position yourself in traffic to maximize your visibility and to always avoid an out. If you're boxed in, you're at the mercy of everyone else. Your life depends on being seen and having a plan for when you're not. Finally, mistake number 10, distraction and fatigue. This is a lethal combo. This is less about riding skills and more about basic human biology and just being responsible. Your focus is your greatest safety on a motorcycle. When that focus is compromised, you become a danger to your own self and others on the road. Are you tired? Have you had a long day? Are you thinking about that argument you had or what you need to do tomorrow? Are you messing with your infotainment system? Stop, pull over, get some rest, clear your head. A fatigued or distracted rider is a slow reacting rider, a poor decision maker, and ultimately a vulnerable rider. Your awareness and reaction time are paramount. When you're on your motorbike, you need to be 100% present, 100% focused on the road, the traffic, and your surroundings. Anything less than that might lead to disaster. It is not just about what you do on the bike, it's about your state of mind as well before you even swing onto that bike. So there you have it, guys. 10 deadly mistakes that get motorcyclists killed on the streets. I know some of this might sound harsh, but the truth often is. My goal isn't to scare you, but to educate you, to arm you with the knowledge to make better decisions every single time you ride. Motorcycling is an incredible passion, a way of life for many of us. Let's make sure it continues to be that for a long time. Ride within your limits, prioritize your gear and maintenance, practice those critical skills, stay aware, stay focused, and always assume you are invisible. Plan your escape route, and for the love of all that is holy, put on your damn helmet and proper gear. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up, share it with every rider you know, and subscribe for more content aimed at keeping you safe on two wheels. Drop a comment down below with your own essential safety tips or any close calls you've had while riding. Let's build a community of smart, safe riders. Until next time, ride safe out there, keep your head on a swivel, and I'll see you around on the road. Ciao.